Hey, I'm Gordon Whitehead.
I'm Chris Whitehead.
I'm Michael Whitehead.
And I wanted to introduce to you the founders of Loop2U, an innovative curve-jumping software solution that solves two really big problems. One, performance management, which is a nightmare, and two, strategic execution, which is difficult for most companies.
What if we take the performance review system and we break it down into micro prompts and we spread it out across the year. So instead of taking a whole month, hours at a time, which basically shuts the team down, there's no productivity at all. Why don't we just break it up, spread it across the year, and then I get a picture from January, February. I know what's going on throughout the whole year. But what this does is something more important. We realized if we start to do this, we build a body of data that we can then mine and put through some machine learning and start to connect it and make sure that, yeah, people are doing things, but are they really doing what matters? Is what they're doing, does it align with the mission?
So I think that the performance review part of things, it's interesting, but yeah, I see, and I think we all see, a much bigger vision for all of this. Basically, what we do differently from what anyone else does is we can pick the two most important pieces of machine learning, which is first getting good data, and second, not misinterpreting the data. So the way we get the good data is we start with the app, and the user experience of the app is that we get frequent, iterative questions out to people, and we do it in a way, it's designed to give us honest feedback, and we can show how our app and user experience differs from other competition out there.
And it's quick. You put it in the hands of this is what I like to do is I put it in the hands of the customer and they start the questionnaire and then they're like, oh, that's it, I'm done. And they love it. I once sat and watched an executive give us probably 30 million PowerPoint slides explaining the direction of the company and what we needed to do and how we were going to increase our growth and our revenue. And then everybody just went back and did the exact same thing they'd been doing before. Nobody changed anything. There was just a really big disconnect between what our president wanted and the day-to-day routine that everybody was stuck in.
And I can speak to that. I have over 35 years of leadership experience and experience in the market developing strategies and consulting on strategies and leadership development in organizations, and also a technology background working for companies like Nike, Sequent Computers, and doing a number of startups. And throughout all that experience, I can tell you that strategies are one of the most expensive things that executives spend their time on, and yet it really never gets worked on. And with our technology, we're able to compare by creating strategy tags and then compare those tags to the actual blockers and successes that are happening in the day-to-day workforce. And we can see then really quickly, are we working on things that are going to make a difference, or are we claiming successes around stuff that really ultimately won't matter? And I think the secret sauce is the fact that we are not just a performance review company or a strategy company, we're a tech company. We have a tech background and we understand technology. And so we're using technology in this really cool way to develop this solution.
Everyone's talking about big data, no one knows what to do with big data. And so here, we can finally do something that relates to the biggest problems that people are trying to tackle today. And a lot of people, everyone acknowledges it's a problem. Everyone's trying to find their own way to solve the problem. But here we have the one way where we're not overstepping our bounds and saying, oh, the computer can solve all your problems. We're saying we can take the data, we get the good data, we can apply sound practices through our algorithm, and that comes from leadership training that is unique to our team, and then we take that and we can say, here are the points where you need to focus, and we allow you to be the captain of your ship.
So our business model is really simple. It's a tiered application that starts with a freemium with a channel to upgrade to a premium, and we do it on a team basis. And then the big ticket is our enterprise contracts that deal with the data and the information, the intelligence that comes from that data back to the customer. So let's talk about roles for a minute. I have an executive role. We're all founders and we're all equal in the organization, but my role, because of my business background, is to steer the organization. I also go out and get clients. I'm sales. So I do the chief financial stuff, I do the chief executive stuff, I do the sales stuff.
So my role is kind of that of a product manager. I'm and developer. I'm developing the project. I built the user interface. I've built the initial database, and I'm also building our initial marketing campaign. So I've taken it from concept to our minimum viable product, what it is now. And I also bring snacks sometimes. It's also my role.
So my role will be CTO, but I think regardless of whatever role any of us are in, like at least in these starting phases, you're either doing one of two things. You're either selling or you're making the product better. And so I think we're going to go like that for a while. And so it's even though I'll just be overseeing how to scale our technology, how to make it reliable, how to make it so that it doesn't fall over if someone breathes on it.
So that's Loop2U. We're the founders. We're excited to be here. We're excited to do what we're doing. We believe that what we're doing is going to change the game in performance management and leadership and strategy. And we think we have something that is really unique.